Namaste guys, in this video we are going to learn how to calculate the bearing life and what is the bearing length, diameter, bore, life, number of revolutions, hours, reliability of a bearing that you are going to use and why you use that bearing. Okay, so first of all what you need to do is go to SolidWorks add-in, click on SolidWorks toolbox. After that, click on bearing calculator. When you click on it, a window is pop up. Here you can see reliability, capacity, calculated, rated, bore, outer diameter, rollers, roller diameter, capacity, load, equivalent load, okay, basic life, that is the number of revolution it can rotate, speed, that is basically you gonna define that what is at what speed that your bearing is gonna move, and life of your ball bearing, life of your bearings in hours. Okay, so here you can see other things like units, US or SI. So when you click on US, you basically gonna see everything in inches, and when you click on SI, you can see the international units of mm. And here you can see different kinds of bearing. For example, instrument ball bearing, instrument roller bearing, thrust ball bearing, thrust roller bearing. So choose as per your requirement. For example, I choose thrust ball bearing. Now here you can see this is the ball bearing cross section part. Sorry. Okay, so thrust ball bearing. And now if you go down below and select a bearing, you will gonna see that these all are the standards that are available in the market. So it automatically tell you the value that bore diameter is 320 mm, okay, and outer diameter is 400 mm. There are number of bores of 38, but if you want to increase the number of bores, you can do it. The diameter of each ball is 24.48 mm. Remember, you can change these values as per your requirement, but don't make the number of balls so much that they can't even fit them. Okay, and here is the capacity of the bearing, that is okay. Now enter the equivalent load as per your requirement. So a question arises, what is the equivalent load? Equivalent load is the load when you when for example you have a bearing and there is a load of axial load, thrust load and other loads that acting on your bearing, and you sum up, okay, and you find that this is the equivalent load after calculating all the things. So you will gonna enter a value of equivalent load. For example, I enter a value of 5000 Newton. Okay, after that click on solve life. Here you can see it is the number of revolutions it's gonna take and it is the life of the hour, and I told them that is that basically my bearing is gonna rotate 250 revolution per minute. If I change this value to 3000 and click on solve life, as you can see that the life of this hours is decreased, now increased to 4000. Here you can see the value is decreasing. So similarly you can calculate the life of your bearing as per the requirement, and you can also see the number of revolutions. Remember, this life means that your bearing is continuously running at 500 revolution per minute, and these are the hours, and it is gonna just run at this moment. Okay, a question arises, what is reliability? Here when you click on reliability, you will see 90, 95%, 96%, 97, 98. So what it means, for example, I have calculated the life is 761,421. Okay, so it has a reliability of 90%. If I multiply it by 0.9, that is the actual life of my bearing, and if I select this 99%, you can see that is changing. So a question of why it changed at 99%. Remember, when you click on the reliability of 99%, your material also change and the quality of the bearing also change. higher the reliability, better is the quality, but it also gonna cost you much more as okay. So so industries normally prefer 90% reliability for most of their bearing, but in case they have a very precise work, for example you have a engine thrust of for example aeroplane engines, okay, at that scenario you will choose 99% reliability, because you are talking about people's life and a engine that is gonna run for a long hours, and high reliability and high quality of the engine is needed. At that moment you will use L1 99% reliability and click on rated. So here basically your all the values are selected, whatever the bearing you select you will get the values from here, and you will just basically need to enter the value of capacity load and equivalent load and rpm, and it will gonna do the life. Remember, here the capacity you will gonna enter in calculated, you will get inbuilt function of what is the capacity of the load, but in rated you will basically gonna enter what is the capacity of your bearing. For example, you made a custom bearing of your custom bearing, okay, and you know that the capacity of your bearing is this. For example, I said I enter the value of 25,000 and I click on solve live. So here you see that it is the life calculated by it. So 25,000 is the life of your bearing when you use these dimensions and you use your customized material. At that moment when you calculated it, you get the value of that the bearing is basically gonna can handle maximum capacity of 25,000, and currently equivalent load of 5,000 newton is gonna applied on it. And so this is all you get. A question arises where you can these bearing. When you click on done, a bearing is not gonna pop up. So what you need to do is basically you will go your library and pick the bearings as per your requirement, change the dimensions, okay. For example, click on done. For example, when I pick a bearing, so you just change the diameter as per the requirement. Remember, you need to change you need to select the bearing as per the requirement, but here I am not selecting, my main aim is just to show. Here you can see the standards that you basically saw in the bearing calculator. So just select the standards as per your requirement, a number of rollers, simplified, etc, whatever your requirements. And I hope you like this video. If you want to learn more about simulation, you can check out the simulation playlist in the descriptions. That will gonna really help you a lot and learn you very other lots of things. For example, how to calculate the welding size in SolidWorks, and how to calculate various different strings, test strains in SolidWorks. So I will highly recommend you that you check out the playlist tutorial link in descriptions. I hope you like this video. If you have any doubts and queries, make sure you ask in comments. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Namaste.